So you guys remember a little while ago, a few months ago actually, we leaked the SNK Neo Geo Mini details on the channel. It made the rounds, it seemed to get a lot of views and everything, and a month or so later, SNK contacted me and they said, hey, you, the guy who leaked all of our stuff before we could announce it, would you like to unbox it on your channel? So here I am. They sent out the Neo Geo Mini system, the international system. They sent out two controllers, the Neo Geo Mini pad in white and black, and then they sent out a mini HDMI cable that I guess they are selling separately, although I think it's just a standard HDMI cable that I guess does like HDMI mini to standard. So you probably can use any one of them. But we're going to unbox them. I'm also going to check it out. I'll get you guys some footage from the HDMI out, just capture directly with a capture card. That way you can kind of see for yourself with the audio cues, you know, the sound, music, and how it looks and everything. And then in a separate video, because they did want to specifically have an unboxing video, in a separate video, we'll take all of this apart and everything in a follow-up video. It'd be a lot of fun though, so I'm really excited to check this out because it looked really cool. It had a neat idea behind it and has 40 games built in. So let's check out the Neo Geo Mini international version. I guess we'll start with the system and then we'll check out the controllers and the pads. So the system actually has a pretty nice looking box all the way around. It has an outline of all the different games on the back, and then it just has kind of the Legacy Lives on the side. Same on this side, and then it has kind of a, I guess a lightish pinkish purple on the front with just the Neo Geo symbol. Kind of cool if you're a fan of the Neo Geo, I guess the AES or even the CD or anything like that. This is probably kind of calling to you right now. And they didn't do a lot with the packaging. It just comes right out. It's in a bag. Let's see. So that's our international version there. And then we have a kind of a lengthy manual, actually. I wonder if that's because they need documentation for every single game. Actually, no. It looks like it's just because it's in several languages, actually. I guess international version. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, so it's just a standard paperback manual with just a lot of writing about what you can do with this thing, and it looks like it's in several languages, so there you go. It's probably the same manual it's going to go across the world for the most part. Then we have another, okay, let me just have some cardboard in there to hold it. And then we have another little box here, it looks like, that I guess has cables in it. Stickers maybe too. So it has a single USB to USB Type-C cable in it. Does not appear to have a brick of any kind. So you're probably going to have to get your own brick, which I assume any 5-volt 1 amp will probably be fine. Maybe a little more depending on what's in here. We'll get to the bottom of that. We'll figure out what you need, just so you know. Then looks like a bunch of stickers. Let's see. I think these are stickers though. Yes, I think these are stickers. It's a little weird that it doesn't come with a brick. That just shows how much they were trying to cut the cost down to get this guy close to $100. You know what? I think I would have preferred them to give us a brick just so you have it, you know, for an extra $10 or something. These are stickers, yes. They're very glossy stickers, actually. Neo Geo Mini, and then just another one with King of Fighters and Samurai Showdown and stuff on the front. And then it looks like just a straight up Neo Geo symbol sticker. It really just has the cable in it then. So we're going to have to, I guess, get a brick, which I have several of them, so that's not really a big deal. But there is our system. And here is our cable. On the back, it looks like it just has, of course, we already talked about all of this in the video, USB-C headphone jack, and then an HDMI out, a small HDMI out, not like the standard one. And then on the side is a spot for 2 players. The stick, it's interesting. It's not like a clicky stick. You know, you get like that kind of that click when you're kind of moving around an arcade stick. It doesn't have that. It feels very smooth. Like, it feels like there's no like, you know how you feel, and it feels like it has like edges like a octagon or a hexagon. Doesn't have that. It's just a very circular, smooth design there. I don't know how people are going to feel about that. I don't know. It feels fine for me, but it's kind of hard to tell, I guess, where right, left, up, and down are, but it feels very, very smooth. I'll give them that. Buttons have a nice click to them. The big question is going to be, how does this screen look, right? And I will move the camera for you guys so we can get a good look at it. Power button on the back. That way you can kind of be like right here where we can kind of look at it and see how it plays and everything. So let me put this aside because I also want to get into, I'll actually leave that right there so you can kind of keep looking at it. Cable here, let's take a look at what this HDMI cable is pretty quickly. I have a feeling it's just an HDMI cable. I don't know how much this costs, but looking at this, yeah, it's just a standard. So it's a standard, you know, you get like the mini HDMI, and then it goes to full HDMI. That's all that is. So you would buy this if you want to hook it into a TV. I guess if you're fine playing this, I guess you don't need this, but this doesn't look like anything special proprietary. It's looks like something. This is 2 meters, so about 6 feet, and it looks like it's just a standard that you can get from like Walmart or Target or Best Buy or something. Or if you already have one, you're good. So I guess you wouldn't need that otherwise, but I guess if you want to stick with the Neo Geo branded stuff, you get that. Let's look at these controllers. I've been kind of curious about these. When I saw them online, it sounded interesting to hear about SNK making controllers again, straight up as like a first party. The controllers are kind of a weird price. I figured they'd be like 30 bucks. They're like $25.90. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they're basically 25 bucks. All these are on Amazon as well as GameStop, and I'll leave an Amazon links. I'll leave links down in the description if you guys want to check those out, or you can get pre-orders in for all this stuff. That to the side there. So this is the white gamepad. Also has documentation in it. Several different languages. Yes, several different languages. And it just kind of shows you, hey, you plug it in. That's kind of it. You plug it in. So let's also see how long the cable is. I would expect it to be halfway decent for $25-ish. Okay, build quality right away. It feels okay. It's not like cheap feeling plastic. I'll get you guys some shots of these two controllers as well as we're talking here. Buttons are brightly colored as we'd expect. Start, select are, they're like start and select are above and below each other. I kind of like them usually next to each other, but I guess that's just the design they went with. The stick is interesting. I guess that dot is there to tell you where up is. I feel like this could have done with a little bit of like some rubber on there, like a rubberized kind of grip to it. But it feels very, again, very smooth. It doesn't have like a clicky, like you don't have clicky corners or anything, or like, again, an octagon or hexagon feel to it. It just feels very smooth. Let's see how long this cable is though. Let's see. Cable length. It probably said it actually on the box or even in the instructions, maybe. It does not, okay. Cable length, here we go. I would say it's probably about 6 feet. So that's probably about 2 meters. That's not bad considering you're probably plugging into this. Of course, wireless is better. Oh, it's at like a right angle too. Oh, I wonder if this would actually work on your PC if you, that has a little Neo Geo symbol too. I wonder if it would work on your PC if you like had a USB-C to USB. I wonder if it would find that, because this actually is not a bad feeling controller. I mean, it doesn't feel, it feels like, the best way to describe it is it feels like it's from a first party, not a third party. If you understand what I'm saying, like when we buy controllers, it feels like it's from a first party developer, also like a first party manufacturer, like a Nintendo, Microsoft, or Sony. It doesn't feel like a cheap third party device. So the controller is not bad. The stick could have used just a little bit of, just something to grip your thumb, I guess. I mean, it has some, but it's not grippy enough, I feel like. Although I don't think my thumb will really fly off of it when I'm playing. Let's check out the other color too. Let's check out black. Yeah, it's a matte finish. Okay, cool. It's a little easier to see the kind of what they try to do, which is a little bit of grip to this. Not a ton though. It doesn't feel like, you know how we like have the Switch Pro controller or like the Xbox One controller has kind of had that indent and then the grip there. It doesn't quite have that grippiness to it. It still works, and I actually, yeah, I think I like the black one more. I think the black one looks nice. And still has the same rainbow colors and everything. SNK Neo Geo right in the middle. That's going to be great for a collector or somebody who's really into retro games. That's gotta look really good to you to have that right there. Buying another Neo Geo controller and product. So we have unboxed both of these. We've unboxed the main system. We've unboxed an HDMI cable. So I guess all that's really left to do right now is turn it on and see how it looks. All right, so here we go. Let's turn this guy on and see what it does. Oh, I did get a, before we turn this on, because it's kind of loud, I did end up getting a 1 amp 5 volt brick, because that's what it asked for in the manual. So that's what I'm using here. It's nothing like a special Samsung one or anything like that. It's just like a straight up generic one, but the manual does call for a 5 volt 1 amp USB brick, just in case you need to order one ahead of time when you pick this up. So here we go, let's turn it on. and we'll see how it sounds and everything. I like that. This glows. That's actually really cool. It's just around the stick. I like that a lot. That's nice. Wow, okay. So the screen's kind of bright. I'm kind of off center here with the camera in front of it, but the screen is actually kind of bright. Let me see if I can... Okay, yeah, the screen itself is fairly bright. We have two speakers here. I noticed that as well. There's two speakers here facing, and it's actually kind of loud. That sounds pretty good there, just kind of jumping around. Now, the stick, it's kind of hard. I'm noticing this when I move it. If you have bigger hands, it's going to be kind of an odd grip. I guess it'll work, but these are very close together. Do you see what I mean? Like, this is not, I think, something you would do for prolonged time. I don't think you would just sit here like this for a while. It's serviceable. I will say that. If you want to sit down and play it, or you're going somewhere and you just bring this with you, this will at least work for, 15, 20-minute play sessions or something. I guess what you do at the arcade. But this, I feel like people are going to have a harder time with this because everything's so close. But so far, I think the screen itself looks pretty good too. It was when I saw it on paper, it sounded like a very small screen, but when I'm kind of looking at it here and you'd be hunched over kind of in front of it anyway, it's not terrible. Wow, those speakers are loud. Is there volume? Maybe not. There's probably, there's an option. Oh, there's a settings up here. Let's check the settings out. Let's see what that's about. Okay, there's brightness and volume. Volume's turned all the way up. Actually, you know what? Let's blast it so we can see how loud these speakers are. How about that? The brightness is all the way up. That's all the way down. That's all the way up. Not a massive difference there. Seems like a bunch of languages are probably... What's sort? I don't know what sort... Oh, recently played or default. Okay, cool. So I guess you can get like the basics. I also noticed here A, B, C, and D are kind of hard to see if you're like off to the side or not directly on top of it. These would have been nicer if they were maybe a slightly different color. Maybe those were like a gray so you can just see where all the buttons are and everything. Because you have to remember A, B, C, and D. Let's jump into Metal Slug 2. Here we go. Let's see. So it's going to load. Oh, okay. Load time there wasn't bad. That was pretty good. It's pretty loud. Okay, wow, yeah, that's actually very loud. You can hear that really well. That's not quiet. Of course, you can turn it up and down. I'm just blasting it now so we can stress the speakers, but man, listen to that. You can probably hear it pretty well even through my microphone here. All right, let's jump in here. See how this plays. Wow. Okay, the screen is bright. I can read all of the text. So the screen isn't like a high resolution from what I remember. All right, there's my grenades and everything. But I can read pretty well on there. And right now I'm about 2 feet. Yeah, about 2 feet away behind the camera. This isn't even how I play. I guess I'd be a little closer. Man, those speakers are loud. All right, I have to give them credit on that. Oh, there's some slowdown. Look at that. So I got hit with some slowdown right away on Metal Slug, when it speeds back up. Seems like, I guess, when there was a lot of stuff on screen, you get that nice slowdown. Thank you. Although I feel like Metal Slug, am I thinking wrong that it would slow down on like the Xbox? Maybe I'm thinking wrong. Man, there is some slowdown when stuff is on screen. Wow. Jeez. I assume it's like a standard ARM processor that's in there. That's an 8 still. There it is. Should we jump over to like a fighting game? I guess the fighting game is where you want the frame rate to be really good. Here's the other question. How do I quit out? Okay, you press both those at the same time. You can go to a save for a save state, load, and then you can change the brightness and the volume right there. Let's just exit out. Let's just do that. Let's jump back. Let's get into like King of Fighters or something, I guess. A lot of games. There's 40 games on here. It's a little different for us compared to, I think there's a Japan-only version as well. King of Fighters 98, 97, 95. They have a whole list online as well if you want to look at them. And what I'll do, I'll actually take a picture of the box right now, put it on screen. You can pause it if you want to look through all of the games and see where everything is there. We're going to jump into 97. Let's see how long that takes to load, and we'll see how the frame rate is in like the training mode. Oh, okay, look at that. Not too bad. let's see how this goes exactly here. Characters ranking, that's fine. I don't need to know about that. Where is there like a training mode? Oh, maybe not. Okay, fine. Let's just jump in and see how we do here. I'm sure this will go over great. I don't really play King of Fighters if you haven't noticed. Use that guy. Also doesn't help that I'm a little off center here, but we'll just see how the frame rate goes and everything. The stick is it's very smooth, but I guess I would prefer it if it clicked a bit, you know what I mean? Like if I could tell where all the directions are. That's the one thing I think people might get kind of frustrated with is being able to tell where all the directions are, but I have to give them credit on the speakers. Speakers are loud. I guess performance in Metal Slug is just, I don't know. It also, I have to see what kind of resolution it bumps out at when you go through HDMI, which I guess you'll see soon when we go through some of the direct footage. And I also have to switch over to, let me try something. Let's switch over to that controller on the fly. Let's grab this, we'll grab the white one I have here because I already have it unhooked and everything and unraveled. Let's drop this in and see what happens, because I'm curious if this will just work right off the bat. Although this is designated as the controller number 2, and I think on the right is controller 1. I do like that they used USB-C though. That's actually really cool. So that is for the first player. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it takes over, it looks like, right away for it. I'm using the controller right now. It looks like it just takes over for it right away. So now I'm using the controller. It is a bit better using the controller, obviously, because you're holding it and everything and playing. A bit better, though, using this as opposed to this joystick. The joystick will probably work if you're just kind of out with it, or you don't feel like grabbing a controller, or you didn't buy it. But of course, nothing beats a standard controller in your hands if you can. And then you can plug the other one into the other side, and you have like a nice 2-player action going here on the screen. Or if you have HDMI out going, you'll of course get it on the big screen. So you know what we're gonna do? Let's actually jump over, and I'm gonna give you guys direct footage of it, like straight up. I won't interrupt it with voice or anything. That way, if you wanna, I guess, be able to check out if the sound is okay or anything like that, I'm just gonna show you guys straight up footage. Here we go. And guys, that's going to do it here for our look at the unboxing of the SNK Neo Geo Mini International version. Let me know what you guys think about this down below if you're excited for it. I believe it comes out next month, at least that's what all the retailers have it set for October 15th. So let me know what you think about this. Hopefully the look at it through the camera lens and of course looking at kind of the direct captured footage kind of helps you make a decision if this is something you would like to buy. You know what, I kind of like it. It's a neat little device. You're not going to buy extra games or anything from what I could tell for it. It's all built in. But it's kind of, I think it'd be cool for collectors to have. I mean, how often do we get to buy something else from like SNK or I guess for something like a Neo Geo? It's kind of neat to have in the world of, I guess, these systems that come out now, like the Super Nintendo Classic, the Nintendo Classic, the AT Games Sega one. This is definitely above that. I'll give them that. Definitely there. So let me know what you guys think. I like the controllers though. The controllers aren't bad. For $26, basically, they're not bad at all. And I mean, if we can get these working on like PCs and stuff, I could see people maybe getting these just to use for like Neo Rage or something even. For that. Thanks guys for watching. Make sure you guys give this video a like if you liked it, dislike if not, and I'll see you guys in the next video.